All right, 8th graders, welcome. Let's jump right into today's explainer. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You open up a math book, and it just feels like a giant random collection of rules you have to memorize. But today, we're not just doing another regular math lesson. We are exploring a concept that totally bridges the gap between the numbers on your page and the very order of the universe. We're talking about geometric harmony and the pursuit of godly accuracy. I really want to reframe how we look at this. Math isn't just about crunching numbers. It's actually this beautiful, logical exercise in divine harmony. It's all about discovering the perfect, unwavering balance built right into the world around us. So I want to kick things off with a question that I guarantee a lot of you are already asking in your heads right now. What in the world does solving for X have to do with honoring God? Honestly, it's a completely fair question. It totally validates that natural curiosity we all have about why these math rules actually matter in the real world. I mean, why do we care so much about exact measurements? And why do we spend all this time making sure our equations are perfectly balanced? Well, as it turns out, the effort we put into understanding these rules and the exact accuracy we strive for in our answers reflects something so much bigger than just getting a good grade on a test. And that brings us to a really brilliant illustration of our foundational mindset for today. It comes straight from Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord. You see, when we talk about math, accuracy and effort literally matter. When you sit down with a complex geometry diagram, taking the time to truly understand the relationships between those lines and angles, that is an act of real dedication. Putting that level of effort and precision into our work is a direct way to honor God, who is the ultimate author of order and truth. When we strive for accuracy, we are literally honoring the very concept of truth itself.
Section 1. Mastering angle relationships, finding balance and harmony in geometry.
Okay, this brings us right into the core of today's mission. Real success in geometry, it doesn't come from just memorizing definitions so you can pass a quiz and forget everything the next day. No way. Real success is applying these concepts with complete confidence to figure out some seriously complex diagrams. Because if you use logic, you can tackle absolutely anything. So let's look at the specific rules that create this harmony. We've got two foundational building blocks here. First up, complementary angles. These are two angles that add up perfectly to form 90 degrees, basically a right angle. Just think of it like two puzzle pieces fitting together to create a perfect corner. Then we have supplementary angles. These are two angles that add up to 180 degrees, which creates a completely straight line. Knowing the exact difference between these two is absolutely crucial. Why? Because when you're looking at a crazy diagram, you have to justify your answers. You can't just guess. You have to look at the evidence and confidently say, I know these two angles are supplementary, therefore they absolutely must equal 180 degrees. Next up, we have vertical angles and linear pairs. So when two lines cross, they create vertical angles. These are the angles sitting directly opposite each other. And here's the magic part. They are always perfectly equal. They mirror each other exactly. A linear pair, on the other hand, consists of adjacent angles, meaning they are side by side on a straight line. And just like those supplementary angles we talked about, they add up to 180 degrees. The crucial takeaway here is how these strict geometric rules create this perfect, unwavering balance. Whenever lines intersect, they don't just create a bunch of random chaos. They create predictable, harmonious relationships. And you know, this perfectly mirrors how God's truth works in our own lives, bringing absolute balance and order to situations that might otherwise seem completely messy. Section 2. Solving angles step by step. Don't panic about the algebra. Look, I know it's super easy to panic when letters suddenly start showing up in math. You're cruising along in a geometry lesson and boom, algebraic expressions are suddenly sitting in your diagrams. But I want to assure you right now, there is absolutely nothing to panic about. You already have all the tools you need. Algebra is really just a way of expressing those geometric rules we just learned. Let's see how this works in a real problem. Say you have a diagram where angle A is labeled as x plus 10 and angle B is labeled as 2x minus 5. Step 1 is simple. Identify the relationship. If you look at the diagram and see that they're vertical angles, you instantly know the rule, right? Vertical angles are equal. Boom. That brings us straight to step 2, set up the equation. Since they're equal, you literally just drop an equal sign right between them. So x plus 10 equals 2x minus 5. Step 3, just isolate x and solve it, step by step, calmly and logically. You subtract x from both sides, add 5 to both sides, and suddenly you've got your answer. The geometry told you exactly how to build the algebra. It really is that simple.
Now, what about a slightly different scenario? Let's say you're looking at a linear pair. Remember, that's two angles side by side on a straight line, which means we know for a fact they must add up to 180 degrees. If one of those angles is given to you as 72 degrees, how do you find the missing piece? Well, it's just basic subtraction. 180 minus 72 leaves you with exactly 108 degrees. See what we did there? You were just taking that foundational rule of harmony, that the straight line must equal 180, and using it to uncover the missing piece of the puzzle. 108 degrees is your hidden truth, and you just revealed it using pure logic.
Section 3, your practice mission, putting it all together.
Okay, it is time to take everything you've just absorbed and put it into action, quickly, accurately, and confidently. Hearing the rules is one thing, but true understanding, that requires doing. I am challenging you to test your understanding right now, and more importantly, to strengthen any weak spots you might have. You're going to apply this logic to actual diagrams in your upcoming group work. So here are 5 rapid-fire tasks to prepare for your discussions. Number 1, identify all angle relationships in your given diagram. Number 2, solve for x where angle A is x plus 10, angle B is 2x minus 5, and they are vertical. Number 3, find the missing angle for a 72-degree linear pair. Number 4, draw a pair of complementary angles yourself. And number 5, write and solve a supplementary angles word problem. Go ahead and just pause this explainer right now, write these 5 tasks down, and when you tackle these, I want you to prepare to justify your logic to your partners. Don't just give them the answer, explain why it's the answer based on the rules of harmony we've been talking about.
Section 4, the Godly Learner Philosophy, Education, Morality, and Peace. As we transition from the nuts and bolts of math to the broader picture here, I want to slow down for just a second. Let's talk about the vital philosophy behind the heroesmartacademy Godly Learners series. Like, why do we even learn these things in the first place? Why do we care so much about rules and logic and exact accuracy? Because what we are learning in geometry is a direct reflection of how we should live our lives. Let's think about a really important comparison. Consider education without morality. You can be incredibly smart, right? You can memorize all the formulas and be highly educated. But without a moral grounding, that knowledge often just leads to bad choices and lasting hurt. I mean, what is the point of being absolutely brilliant if you use that brilliance to make destructive decisions? But contrast that with education infused with biblical morality. When we align our knowledge with God's moral rules, it leads to true wisdom, lasting harmony, and profound peace. Just like angle relationships follow strict rules that bring perfect balance to a diagram, we are called to live in alignment with God's truth to bring that same balance into our lives. This verse from Micah 6:8 really hits the nail on the head. Do what is right, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. Honesty, fairness, and accuracy matter immensely. Sure, they matter when you're balancing an algebraic equation to find x, but they matter so much more in your daily relationships. They matter in the words you speak and the choices you make with the knowledge you've been given. When you consciously choose to do what is right and walk humbly, you are acting with the ultimate precision and exactness in life. And that leads us to an incredibly powerful promise found in Romans 8:6-7, which promises peace of mind to everyone who keeps their mind spiritual. This is our experience, and it's the experience of so many people who engage with this kind of learning. A spiritually aligned, godly education isn't just about, avoiding mistakes on a test. It is literally the ultimate formula for true peace of mind. So, as you move forward to conquer those math problems today, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. If the exactness of a simple geometry angle can reflect the perfect order of the universe, how much more beautiful, harmonious, and peaceful will your life be when you apply that same pursuit of godly accuracy to your own heart and choices?